let me tell you something. Look it, man. I've been an Atlanta fan for 45 years.
Late night vibes, we're turning up the heat. T Will on the mic, can't accept defeat. My ATL sports show, he's running the game. Atlanta Falcons fly high, you know the name. In the heart of the A, where the pride runs deep. From the Braves to the Falcons, he's keeping it real, no sleep. He's got the scoop, every player, every play. Bringing the thunder every single day. T Will, shining bright on the airwaves, bringing sports tonight. Atlanta heart, with a soul so free. My ATL sports show, it's the place to be.
Can you guys hear me now? Can you guys hear me now? I think you can. Can you hear me now? I don't know what happened. Okay, guys, I am so sorry. I will have to edit out the first 3 minutes, 28 seconds of this show. I think you guys can hear me because it says you can. Welcome to the For My ATL Sports 1 Falcons 49ers pregame. I apologize for the technical difficulties that we have had thus far, but that should be rectified going forward. I hope everyone out there is super excited about the game. We got Carlo Wiggins in the chat, and we got East Side Man Atlanta 3850 in the chat as well. Welcome, 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 everybody. Super excited about this Falcons game. And hopefully, guys, we will have something to look forward to tonight. I am super excited about this matchup. I think our Falcons match up well against these 49ers, and I hope we can pull it out. But with all that being said, I appreciate it. Thank you, East Side Man, Atlanta 3850. And thank you, Carlo, brother. I appreciate you guys. Hey, let's get to it. So, right away, let's get to this matchup, man. It's week 7, Sunday night football in Levi Stadium. Falcons are 3-2, 49ers are 4-2. We're going to talk about the headlines. We're going to talk about the injuries. We're going to talk about who's in and out, in or out, pause. We're going to talk about head-to-head data. And we're going to talk about what the Falcons need to do to win this game. So without any further ado, let's get to it, shall we? Okie doke. Mac Jones is starting. It looks like Brock Purdy is out with the toe. George Kittle is activated. So that is another weapon to go along with CMC that the 49ers now have against us. I guess the good news, and not that it's good news that he's out, but it is good news in the way that we don't have to face him, is that Fred Warner, the best linebacker in the world, is out. So that is a good thing. On the part of Atlanta, Ray McCloud is out, as I am sure everyone has heard by now. Whatever the situation is, whether he's pissed off because of Ike Hilliard, whether the Falcons are pissed off at him because of the party he had that was a little too close to game time, or whether he just hasn't been performing, and there's a difference of opinion as to what his role is. Ray did not make the trip and is wishing our Atlanta Falcons well from Twitter and every other social medium, I guess, out there. I don't know. I know he's doing it from Twitter. Let me not speculate. Last but not least, the 49ers are a slight favorite between 1 to 2.5 points. Local buzz says Atlanta must prove itself in prime time. And you know what? Welcome to life as an Atlanta Falcon. That's just what we have to do, folks. But it is okay, as we are most assuredly gonna prove ourselves tonight. Super excited about it. By the way, you're watching this at For My ATL Sports 1 on YouTube. Say again, the number is For My ATL Sports, the number 1, For My ATL Sports on YouTube. Please like, share, and subscribe, and tell your friends as we get after it here. All right, so Atlanta Falcons tonight. Obviously, Ray is out. Clark Phillips is on the IR. Tyrone Wheatley is on the IR. Questionable Darnell Mooney. He may start, he may not. If anybody has any information as to who's sitting and who's starting tonight, let me know. They typically have released the inactives by now. It might be out there on Bleacher Report. So if you know, please let us know in the chat. But Taquan Graham was activated, so that is a good thing. That is another defensive body that we can throw at them. Super excited about that. For the 49ers, Brock Purdy is out. Ricky Pearsall is out. Yatir Matos is out. George Kittle is back. Kevin Givens is back. And Fred Warner is on the IR. So that is where we are with that. We're going to look at our probable starters on offense and defense for the Falcons. Obviously, at quarterback, you got Michael Penix Jr., Bijan Robinson at running back, wide receivers Drake London, Darnell Mooney, Casey Washington, Kyle Pitts is your tight end, left tackle is Jake Matthews, left guard Matthew Bergeron, center Ryan Nuzeel, right guard Chris Lindstrom, right tackle Elijah Wilkinson. Now, I haven't gotten an update that Jake Matthews is out. I know he was a little tender, but we have not gotten an update that Jake is out. So with that being said, I'm going to go with the assumption that he's playing, or I'm wishing and hoping and praying that he's playing. Defensive starters tonight. We got Leonard Floyd, Brandon Dorlus, David Onyemata, Arnold Ebiketie, Divine Diablo, Caden Ellis, AJ Terrell, Mike Hughes, D. Alford, Jesse Bates, and Xavier Watts. That is your number 1 Atlanta Falcon defense. All righty. So Craig. What up, Craig? How you doing, man? Craig is my guy. Carlo Wiggins is my guy. Eastside Man Atlanta 3850 is my guy. Craig says, I saw someone post that Jake and Mooney are active, but I can't remember who posted it. All good, Craig. Just the fact that you saw it already gives me good vibes. I'm okay to go with it, brother. So let's go. Let's get into some other things. And number 1, let's look at these teams and how they stack up. So Falcons are 3-2, 49ers are 4-2. Falcons score about 20 points a game. 49ers score about 20.8 points a game. Falcons allow about 20 points a game. 49ers allow about 21.3 points a game. Rushing yards. Falcons have about 151, basically 151.2 rushing yards. 49ers have about 82.2. Falcons have about 227.6 passing yards. 49ers 291. Turnover differential. Falcons are +3. 49ers are -5. So these teams are pretty much evenly matched. Now, with that being said, Fred Warner is out. They do have some injuries. We do have some injuries, but should be a good game. Looking at the matchups, looking at the stats. Carlos says 34-17 Falcons. Carlo, I can dig it, man. I love it 100%. Let's go. All righty. So, offensive keys for the Falcons. And guys, you guys in the chat can chime in if I don't have everything that we need to do listed here. And first off, let me get there. All right. So Falcons got to be able to run the ball inside, outside stretch zone. Y'all know we love that outside stretch run. So we got to be able to do that. We need to be able to stress the San Francisco linebackers with pits and motion, attack the seams, versus the backups. When they say backups, I'm assuming they're talking about linebackers. Protect Penix with quick passing game. Avoid long third downs. Definitely. Last but not least, red zone misdirection with motion and tight end leaks. And not only that, guys, we got to score tutties when we get in the red zone. We have to score touchdowns when we get in the red zones. Guys, I know who my pick to click is for tonight, but I need yours. Pick to click is just the player you think is going to go off, whether it's Bijan, whether it's Tyler, whether it's Kyle, Drake, even Mooney, even Washington, but pick your Falcon that you think is going to go off tonight. And if you guys don't mind, just go ahead and drop it in the chat. Now, for me, with those linebackers that are out, I'm going to say Kyle Pitts is going to have a great night tonight. I'm going to say Kyle Pitts gets about 10 receptions for $120, 2 touchdowns. That's what I'm going to predict for Mr. Kyle Pitts. But I'd love to hear what you guys think. Let me know who you guys think will be your pick to click tonight against the Atlanta Falcons. Let me know. Let's see here. Who else we got? Defensive keys. Pressure Mac Jones, disguise coverages. And when I say disguise coverages, I mean, look, let's bring up 6 at the line and let them make a choice. Let's see. Carlos says Tyler needs more action for us to punish them. I agree, Carlo. I think we need to have Bijan run it 20 times tonight and have Tyler run it 20 times tonight. I think we need to run it down their throat and see where it goes. They're not great against the run, so let's find out. You know what I mean? Let's find out. Let's see what they are about tonight. Let's see if we can't run that ball. I agree with you 100%. I'd like to see if we can't rush that ball for 200 yards tonight, play keep away from Kyle Shanahan's offense, hold the ball for about 36, 37 minutes and, take away the ball 2 times, get 4 or 5 sacks. I think that's a good night for our beloved Atlanta Falcons. And I think if we do that, that is a victory. Craig says, could be a Pitts game, but running the ball tonight should be at a 60% clip for tonight's game. One thing I'll say about my fans of this show, you guys are really smart, really savvy, and you know your football, because that's 100% what I was thinking, Craig, and as well, Carlo. I think we need a heavy dose of Tyler because I think we need to run the ball 60% of the time. I really do. Because if you can run the ball, right, if you can run the ball, you get to play keep away from Kyle Shanahan's offense. And not that the 49ers are great right now with all the injuries that they have. However, Kyle Shanahan is a great offensive coordinator. One of the best I've ever seen. And if you give him the ball enough times, he's going to figure out a way to attack you. So I think, and let's be honest, Fred Warner's down. He's out for the season. I don't know that the 49ers are great against the run. Let's see what we can do. You know what I mean? If it works and we keep the ball 60% and we run it 60% of the time, and we can play keep away, i.e. 35 minutes or more, that's better for us, because that means they're working against the clock and we can pin our ears back and rush the passer, because more than likely they are down by at least 2 scores. And that's what you want, right? So Craig, hey man, Carlo, kudos to you guys. I agree with that 100%. Let's see. Craig says, I'll take a win any way I can get them, but I want it to be Kyle. Oh, I want to beat Kyle so bad that we are putting Kirk into play because we are whooping their butts. I just want to win, but hey, if that's the way it ends up being, I don't mind a blowout at all, Craig. I'm good with that. I am 100% good with that. I have no issue with that at all, sir. No issue with that at all. So on their side, we got to stop the run early against San Francisco. They are 30th in rushing yards. Yeah, agreed. So let's not let them get going. Although one thing I will say is Kittle is an excellent blocker. So we have to be physical tonight, guys, because it's going to be a physical matchup. I have no doubt in my mind this is going to be 100% a physical matchup, and you better bring your hard hat and your lunch, because it's going down. It's going down. As Jack Spade says, it is going down in a major way. That's going to be a physical contest, you know, and the roughest and toughest are going to win, and that's got to be up to us tonight. So Falcons, let's go in there, man, and let's put a hat on a hat, and let's knock somebody's block off. Craig says Kyle can catch these hands anytime he is back in Georgia. Dang, Craig. Come on, Craig. It ain't that bad, is it? Come on, Craig. Dang. He said Kyle can catch these hands. Woo! Okay. We also got to bracket Kittle on third downs. Look at, you got CMC, you got Kittle, and you got some other receivers. This is a one thing about it. Kyle Shanahan always keeps a great offense. They always play hard for him. They are usually a disciplined offense, and they usually run their routes as they should. So all things being equal, Falcons got to be on their square tonight. They got to be on their P's and Q's. They got to be disciplined tonight as they go up against those 49ers. So that we can bring home a victory. We're going to have to be disciplined. We're going to have to maintain our rush lanes. We're going to have to, do everything we need to do to get off that field. And we need to win the turnover margin, right? Which we've been doing, right? So if we can continue that, look, a good formula for defense. Let's get 4 or 5 sacks. Let's get 2 takeaways or 3 or 4 or however many you can get. And that's typically a recipe for winning. Falcons, let's come out there, score 28 points. We should be good to go. Craig says they could put Bates on Kittle and Diablo on CMC. Diablo is fast. That is an interesting matchup. I'm not mad at that, Craig. I'm not mad at that. That is an interesting matchup. Kittle is a heck of a tight end, man. You know, Kittle at one time, I think, was the best tight end. I mean, I know he's been injured, but he's still very good. I would say he's still in my top 5 of tight ends. So we definitely got to make sure we keep him in check and make sure he doesn't go off. And you also got to make sure it's, you got to keep CMC. CMC is the man, right? We got Bijan, they got CMC. We got to keep CMC in check. That's just the bottom line. Hold him under 120 yards total offense, because they like to pass to him and run him. So if you can hold him under 120, under 100 total yards passing and receiving, should be good to go there. Also at stake is, I think we have for 5 games in a row held our opponents to under 300 yards, which is great. So if we can do that tonight, we have a good shot at winning the game. So again, that's another one of those things or key factors that we need to do to make sure that we are victorious and pull this thing out, right? Let's see here. Key matchups. Bijan Robinson versus the San Francisco linebackers and safeties. And look, at right now, Bijan is the man. Okay, Bijan is him. Bijan is that dude. Bijan is, as the young folks say, 6'7". I bet y'all didn't know I knew that. 6'7". Y'all know what 6'7" means? I've been hanging out with the young folks. Or I've been hanging out with people who've been hanging out with the young folks. But anyway, 6'7" is good. From my understanding, 6'7" is good. So Bijan is that dude, man. Bijan is yeah, he's him. So look it, we got to get Bijan going and get him going early and often. Although, look it, if Bijan, he might run the ball for 150, he might catch 150, he might do both. You know, he might go for 300 yards offense himself. You just never know. He's that good. But that's a key matchup for us. Also, Drake London versus the San Francisco corners. And I'm also going to say Kyle Pitts versus the linebackers. I think this is a game where we can really get Kyle going because I don't know that they have anybody that can cover him. And look, you can't double everybody, right? Craig says, did you see the trash talking? Did you see that trash talking one of the 49ers fans was doing on Ray Ray's picture? Yeah, Craig, you know what? I did see it. It's the world we live in, man. I really don't pay attention to much of that at all because at the end of the day, I mean, look it. Our Falcons are going to do what they're going to do. Their 49ers are going to do what they're going to do. And hey, you know, hopefully our Falcons will come out victorious. But I mean, I don't really care what their fans say or do. It's immaterial to me because at the end of the day, I just want to win, man. I just want to win. I don't care what they say. But yeah, Craig, I did see it. The Nerd King says Kittle can't get the ball if his QB is looking up at the sky. Nerd King, I love it, man. I love it. 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 I think that is great. That is a good point. Guys, how many sacks you think this Falcons team is going to get, this Falcons defense is going to get today? If you think we are going to get 4 or less, drop a 1 in the chat. If you think we are going to get 4 sacks or less, drop a 1 in the chat. If you think we are going to get 5, or excuse me, if you think we're going to get 4 sacks or more, you know what? Let's just say 5. If you think we're going to get 5 sacks or greater, drop a 2. If you think 4 or less, drop a 1. If you think 5 or greater, drop a 2. Let me know where you guys are with that. But Nerd King, that is an excellent point. If we can get him on the ground, it doesn't matter if Kittle is open. It doesn't matter if CMC is open. Because guess what? He's looking up at the sky. Nerd King says, I'll take the over. Hey, man, love it. Love it 100%. Love your confidence. Love your confidence, man. Absolutely 100%. That is great. That is what we need. Carlos says a 2. Okay, Carlos says 5 or more. I can dig it, Carlo. I can dig it, man. I can dig it. Kittle and McCaffrey versus Atlanta's interior zones. I can deal with that. We got to win it, man. We got to put these guys in check. But I love what you guys are saying in that, look, if we can get him on the ground, it really doesn't matter what he's going to do anyway, right? And it really doesn't if you think about it. If we can get him on the ground, it doesn't matter if they're open because he's looking up at the sky anyway. So, yeah, I think that is awesome. I think that is great, and I am loving that right now. Turnover battle and explosive plays likely to decide the outcome. Hey, man, I say not only do we run that ball, but when we do sling it, man, let's sling it, man. Let's slang that thing, man. Let's go deep. All right, let's go deep. Let's see that arm of Penix. Let's let's try out San Francisco's defense a couple times, especially if they come out with a single high safety. You know what I mean? That's almost an invitation to, hey, let me see what you're about, man. So, yeah, I'd love to come out maybe first or second down, maybe 1st and 10 or 2nd and 2 or something like that. Just see what that defense is about. You know what I mean? Let's go up top, see if we can get a 50, 60-yard bomb and score, and let's keep it going, right? But, hey, what I'd like for us to do ideally is get a lead on them, right? Get a 2-possession lead and then run that ball. Then just run that ball down their throats. Run that ball down their throats, make them one-dimensional, make them have to pass the rock. And, yeah, man, I love it. So that is definitely what we have to do. My prediction for tonight's game. So Atlanta's 4 commandments. We got to rush the ball for 150 plus yards. We need to have it for at least 32 minutes. I agree with that. I'm going to say we need to win the turnover margin by at least 1, preferably 2. Hold San Francisco to 23 points or less. And we're going to need 2 explosive plays. Maybe 1 to London, 1 to Pitts, 1 to Bijan, whatever. But we'll need at least 2 explosive plays, 2 London and Pitts. And my prediction for the score tonight is going to be Falcons 23, 49ers 20. I need you guys score predictions tonight. Give me your thoughts on score predictions. Is it going to be a blowout? What's it going to be? Give me you guys predictions for the score tonight. Drop them in the chat if you do not mind. While you guys do that, I'm going to go ahead and check and see just who's available and who's not tonight in Bleacher Report. So, excuse me, guys. I'm sorry. Oh, it's been a long day. Denver's beaten New York, by the way, 36, just in case you guys care. I know you don't. So let's look at our inactives for tonight. Okay, inactives. Well, I'm trying to click on it. Nerd King says 33-20 Falcons. I love it, Nerd King. I absolutely love it. 100%. I love it. Okay, this thing is tripping. I am trying to see the Falcons inactives, and it's not doing it. That's crazy. Let's try another device here. What that thing's doing. So Nerd King says 33-20. Hey man, I hope that's the case. I think that's going to be a close game tonight, though. I just have a feeling with Mr. Shanahan being who he is, that game's going to be a lot closer than that. But hey, we will see. Hopefully you're right, Nerd King. Hopefully you are right. Let's see here if I can see the Falcons inactives. And I'm sorry, guys. I apologize for the delay. Waiting on my lightning quick technology here. The miracle of modern technology is it's unfortunately taking its time. So let's go Falcons and let's take a look at the inactives tonight. Is it going to let me do it? Is it going to let me do it? Is it going to let me do it? Huh. No, it's not. That's weird. I don't know why it's doing that. Okay. That is weird. Well, how about we just Google it? I think I'm just going to share my screen and we're just going to Google it and do it the old-fashioned way. How about that, guys? Give me 1 sec. Let me see. Falcons inactives for tonight's game versus the 49ers. Let us see. Let us see. Let us see. Okay. So I'm going to share my screen here. Guys, I apologize. Wait. Cancel that. Share my screen here. This has been the show for mess ups. I tell you that. Entire screen. Here we go. And share. Okay. So Jalen Walker, Billy Bowman, Ray McLeod, Jack Nelson, and Laquel London are all out tonight, which means that you guys were right that Jake is playing tonight, as well as Mooney. So there you go. We have that's a good thing, guys. And look, hopefully Mooney's really back tonight. Like back. What does that mean, T. Will? What does back mean? Meaning, hopefully, he was back, but he really wasn't back because he really hasn't been feeling well. You get what I'm saying? Like he really hasn't been, I don't know if it's rust. I don't know if he's still injured. He just has not seemed like himself. He hasn't seemed like the Moody that we have known that we're used to. So hopefully he can get back to himself and all is well. But yeah, it looks like we got, pretty much with the exception of Jalen Walker, and Billy Bowman. But I mean, on offense, it looks like we're at full strength. Obviously, Caleb's out for the year, but I mean, on everything, everybody else is there. So we're full strength tonight. Let's go in there and grab a victory, man. Nerd King says 33-20. I say 23-20. Hey, man, I'm wishing and praying that we get a victory tonight. More than likely, I will do a post-game recap after the game. So, this has just been a real quick preview, just so we could get together and talk about the Falcons and get ready for the game. I know you guys are probably getting your libations and your meal and getting comfortable and sitting down at your home, or some folks at the game, or some folks at a bar, or wherever you are. Enjoy yourself responsibly. And hey, man, hopefully you get to see a Falcons victory. And not only that, man, hopefully it's just a good night. And I think Carolina won today. I know the Saints lost, so that's good. I think the Bucs were on a bye. So we can actually gain a little bit on the Bucs if we win tonight, which hopefully we will do. Nevertheless, guys, let's see. Carlos says he is in Houston. Well, hey, man, enjoy that Houston weather, brother. And hopefully you're not driving tonight, Carlo. Hopefully you get a chance to be stationary, man, and watch the game, brother. But either way, man, Falcons for life, buddy. So enjoy yourself. Be safe out there, Carlo, man. And if you get a chance, man, have one for me, brother. Have one for me. So, yeah. Hey, everybody in the chat who joined me, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Appreciate the support. Appreciate you guys giving me the opportunity to talk Falcons with you. Really enjoyed that. And it is fun. Carlos says, I got an hour left before I park it. Hey, man. Yeah, about 8:30. So look it'll just be starting, Carlo, man. Hey, be safe. Safe travels until then, brother. But yeah, everybody in the chat who joined, thank you guys so much. Appreciate you guys. Love talking Falcons with you guys, and just appreciate the support. If you get a chance, please like, share, and subscribe. Go to For My ATL Sports 1 on YouTube. Again, like, share, subscribe, and comment. Tell me what you like. Tell me what you don't like. Either way, I'll read it and let's talk about it. Nerd King says Mac Jones, mac and cheese, McDonald's. I don't care. Falcons with over 30 points. Love it, love it, love it. Again, thank God for waking me up this morning. Thank God for sending you guys in my path. Thank God for my brother Eric Parker and Jack Spade who gave me my start in this business. And hey, man, go Falcons. You guys have an amazing day, amazing evening, amazing game to the Falcons. And you guys, enjoy yourselves. And hey, man, rise up, everybody. God bless y'all. Good night. See you after the game, and hopefully, prayerfully, a Falcons victory. All right, everybody. Let me tell you something. Look it, man. I've been an Atlanta fan for 45 years.
defeat. My ATL Sports Show, he's running the game. Atlanta Falcons fly high, you know the name. In the heart of the A, where the pride runs deep. From the Braves to the Falcons, he's keeping it real, no sleep. He's got the scoop, every player, every play, bringing the thunder every single day. He wins, he wins.